smile on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Just before we came on air, this New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
Depth chart. Entering depth chart. AHB select. Slot 2. Slot 3. Slot 4. Slot 1. FB selected. Slot 2. Slot. WR slot 2. Slot 3. T selected. T L C selected. R DT Ray selected. L selected. Slot 2. Slot 1.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the
Entering coaching screen. Entering depth. CB row hold selected. Low hold DT selected. Ray selected. DT selected. Slot 2. Slot 1. Slot 1. Slot 2. Ray selected. Selected. Slot 3. Slot. MLB selected. Row hold CB selected. Slot 2. Slot. Slot 3. Slot 4. Slot 5. Slot. Entering. Cancel. Pop-up waiting for your pair to resume online game.
remaining
Cancel.
as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Set. 30 base.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
80 weapon. Hit it.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, but it's 2nd down.
Pilot, 64. Hey, zoom.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. And Tate's got it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 17 yards and a giant first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones looking for Tate, and it's intercepted.
Right here.
It's Chris Harris with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
You're not ready. You're ready. Hey, exit. 55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. Hey, go.
Faking the give to Lindsay. Here's Locke. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. On the move to his left. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones, they'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
It looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one.
Entering coaching screen depth chart. Entering depth chart screen. SLCB select. SUBLB. SLCB selected. Slot 2. Slot 3. SUBLB selected. RD. SL 3DR PWHB selected. SLWR selected. PWHB selected. Slot 2. Entering cancel pop-up waiting for your peer to resume online game. Cancel.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll run with Barkley. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure front. 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. He was brought down there by Will Parks. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. This offense converted once already in this 1st quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down.
Hey, orbit.
Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. And Ingram holds it in. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice.
And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Daniel Jones taking it in as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Cost them.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On 2nd and 11 now. Lock, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, 84 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Jones throwing on first down, finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. A first down carry for Barkley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now Jones finds his tight end Ingram. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Well, Charles, looked like that had to be a mix-up there defensively.
You always question that type of confusion. They actually lost him in the middle of the field, gave him all sorts of room to run, and he took big-time advantage of it. That's an error you just can't make on the defensive side of the ball.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. On second down, here's Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. And that will be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The former first-round pick Kareem Jackson there defensively. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Philip Lindsay, the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down.
64, quick. 5.
47's a must, boy. 47. Check. 47. Here we go.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He's got his tight end Fant. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Meanwhile, here a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
On the double.
Mike, boy, small. Here I come again.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lock. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Hey, team 6.
To throw on 3rd down. Lock. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10.
Down.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And now look at him go. The 40. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, 93 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Rosas good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he elects not to bring this one out as he at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Block now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. To throw on 2nd and 10. Lock. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun on third down, Lock. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing on second down, Jones. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Saquon Barkley, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On second down, Barkley. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Looking for Shepard deep. It's caught inside the 25. A first down and then some. 36 yards.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
61, match box, go.
On second down now, Barkley, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. On second down, Barkley. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Third down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. Here's a sneak with Jones. So he gets absolutely nothing out of that sneak, and now it's 4th down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. He completes it to Tate. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bronco defense comes up big. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but now it's 3rd down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. A final shot before half for Locke. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Barkley down to the 30 after a gain of 3. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. They'll run it again with Barkley. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. And they'll run for it with Barkley. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown from 21 yards away. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Second and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
218, chopper. Hey, Delta.
Slam.
On your team. Hey, Charlie. Team. Let's go.
Block off of play action. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
47 Mike.
On 3rd down, block. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
On the ready.
Block now. 6 of 17 throwing the ball. Only 35%. But he does have a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Giants' 46-yard
Alpha.
line.
Speed them.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. They'll roll him out right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 45. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's got this down to the 35. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down. Now Jones on 1st and 10. And this is Shepard on the catch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run good for 18 and a 1st down.
Giants, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
61, match 5.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Ready?
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Jones now operating from the gun. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On first down, Locke. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. On first and 10, here's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Smooth. 55, come on, guys, 55. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day on this.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Throwing now is Locke. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
General West. No. Go. Hey.
Here's Locke to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Philip Lindsay, the intended target. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. In on the tackle, the former All-Pro Chris Harris. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jones. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless line as he moves on in his career.
Ready, set. 55. Hey, eat.
All day, dog.
Bravo.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll back him up 5.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Hey, I 7.
Still playing soft. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Ready?
Block working out of the gun. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Hey, you.
47's the mic, boy. 47. Check, 47.
Get it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Block toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Locked to throw on 3rd and 1. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
Let's go. 8, read.
Bring it. Bring it.
Hey, exit.
29 is the mic. Mic 29. Check.
Lock now on first down. That went into the hands of Hamilton. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. To throw again on second down. Lock. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Noah Fant, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Broncos get a bit closer. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Hey, we got tight right.
Hey, Delta.
3, fellas. We got 3.
Protein spill. Hey, rock it.
Mic 55. Mic 55.
Shoot.
Lock looks to throw it again. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Entering coaching screen depth chart. Entering, cancel pop-up waiting for your pair to resume online game. Cancel.
Come on, set.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
4 yards the pickup, first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Over the middle, complete to Tate. Past the 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, 64 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing on first down is Locke. This is the tight end Fant. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Locke. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Tim Patrick, 67 yards. And the Broncos cut into that lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Shotgun snap to Locke. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach, everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. It's hauled in by Shepard. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, 52 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. The Giants will again come to the line here and try for 2.
Hey, Alpha.
45, 45, 45, Mike, 45.
Now Jones to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They attempted to fade to the back corner of the end zone unsuccessfully. And I've been with you long enough, Brandon. I know that's not one of your favorite calls.
Well, it's interesting. Before working with you, I always viewed that as you're just taking away space and you're trapping yourself in a corner. But you actually have told me they're trying to create space where space is not.
Yeah, it's really it's a weird deal, isn't it? But you've got to just move that defender inside to create that separation and that little bit of space where there just isn't much.
And the Broncos are going to get the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Entering coaching screen depth chart. Entering cancel pop-up waiting for your peer to resume online game. Cancel.
Okay, break.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Everyone got four down. Come on now, let's go.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
47. Check, 47. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Hey, check, Mike, 47. Hey, wahoo!
Tackles. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Clock now on 1st down. He'll find Lindsey here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
They look to throw. It's locked. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos get a bit closer. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Jones on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
And the Broncos are going to get the football. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
29 is the mic. Mike 29. Let's go, G. Tighten up.
On first down, Locke. He'll get this one to Patrick. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Locke going to throw. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Locke again here on 2nd and 10. He completes this to Sutton. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Now Locke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. They'll go to Barkley again. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
Watch the eye.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. Now this is incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
On the ready.
Mike 29. Go, go, go. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 4 down. Check. 4 down. Hey, 17 George. Watch 17. Check that.
61. Matchbox lights. Go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete right around the 8. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. From 6 yards away. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
Mike 27. I don't think so.
From the gun, it's Locke. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Throwing, Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. To try again after the sack. Jones. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. This offense has gone for it 5 times already. They're now going to go for a 6th fourth down try. They'll try and run for him. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs.
Hey, Delta.
On first down, Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 30 yards there. Throwing now is Locke. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant. 48 yards, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off. They run with Barkley on first down, and he gets about 5 out of it. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 68 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Back to throw. Jones. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the Broncos are going to get the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that, just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted. but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Looking to throw. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Von Miller. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Duke Dawson picks it, and that will write a finish to this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from MetLife Stadium.
Post-game report player stats.